air in here smells of old paper and sleepy lavender. Just breathe it in. Tonight, we are going to find a book that was written just for you. But it's hidden. We need this ancient key to find the right aisle. The air in here smells of old paper and sleepy lavender. Just breathe. Here we are, the aisle of forgotten memories. So many ancient books. I think it's this one. It's bound in soft, quiet suede. Listen to the sound of my fingers tracing the cover. So deep and soothing. The book is locked with a tiny silver clasp. Let's undo it very carefully. The pages are edged in gold. Let me fan them for you. Before we read, we must use these librarian spectacles to see the sleepy words. Let me just clean the lenses so your dreams are perfectly clear. I will use this feather bookmark to hold our place while you rest. Let's turn to the first page very, very slowly. The words are glowing with a soft, warm light. Can you see?
The first chapter is called You Are Allowed to Rest Now.
It says, your mind can be as quiet as this library at midnight. Shh. Every page we turn will make your eyelids a little heavier. This story doesn't need an ending, because this is where your dreams begin. It's story time, titled The Firefly Who Left a Trail of Light. This is a tale of a tiny firefly and a great big brown slumbering bear. This is a leaf as dark as night, and this is a firefly with a wandering light. The little firefly flickered all over the leaf and gazed at the forest and the stream underneath. And as she gazed, she blinked and sighed. "How I long to roam," said the tiny light. These are the other fireflies in the swarm, who all blinked bright in the cozy warm, and said to the firefly with the wandering light, "Be quiet, don't flicker, stay here, stay bright."
But the tiny firefly sighed and blinked, then cried, "I've got it. I'll find a ride."
This is the trail of the tiny firefly, a glowing trail that looped and swirled and said, "Ride wanted around the world." This is the bear who came one night when the moon was full and the stars were bright. A great forest bear, immensely large, who hummed to the fly a wonderful charge of snowy mountains and mossy caves and shooting stars and rustling leaves. And this is the back of the great forest bear. He held it still in the moonlit air and said to the fly, "Come travel with me." This is the forest, so wild and deep, that carried the bear and the fly, half asleep, past towering pine trees and far-off lands, with glowing mushrooms river sands. These are the branches that swayed and crashed, that rustled and whispered and dipped and dashed. The tiny firefly on the back of the bear. These are the burrows beneath the ground, where stripy badgers with busy claws, and wolves with watchful, hungry jaws crept round the bear and the fly on his back. This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes moonlit and clear and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning, flashing and frightening. The tiny firefly on the back of the bear.
And as she gazed at the sky, the woods, the land, the streams and the caves and the river sand, she gazed and gazed, amazed by it all, and she said to the bear, "I feel so small." But then came the day the bear lost his way.
Shouting and laughing all over the place, upsetting the bear with their ear-splitting roar, making him wander too close to a snare. This is the trap, closing with a snap. And this is the bear, caught fast in a trap.
"Quick! Break the rope, back to the woods," cried the fly. "I can't move my leg. I'm too big," moaned the bear. The firefly felt helpless and terribly small. Then, "I've got it."
I must not fail, said the tiny light. This is the light on the ranger's station deep, waking the ranger from his sleep.
This is the ranger holding his map, telling the campers, "Stay close, no gap."
This is the window as black as soot, and this is the firefly with the wandering foot.
A firefly. The ranger looks pale. "Look," say the campers, "it's leaving a trail."
This is the trail of the tiny firefly, a glowing trail saying, "Save the bear." These are the campers running from the sight, fetching the ranger with all their might, cutting the ropes to set the bear free. This is the bear, finally free, and these are the campers shouting, "Yippee!" As the bear and the firefly travel safely away, back to the thicket and the swarm in the night, who said, "How you've traveled, and my, you're so bright." And the bear and the firefly told their wonderful tale of snowy mountains and mossy caves, and shooting stars and rustling leaves, and of how the firefly, so small and frail, with her looping, glowing, magical trail, saved the life of the great forest bear.
Then the great forest bear lowered his back, and on flickered firefly, and they hummed to the woods as they all set to roam on the back of the great. So I will close the book for now. Sleep well, dream deeply,